Welcome to Defy Logic, where we hear about and talk about people who dare to overcome life's most challenging obstacles. I'm Bryant Lee, and I'll be your guide on this journey. So hang tight while we inspire you, challenge you, and dare you to defy logic.
Early on, I showed a talent for music and considered becoming a violinist, but it was my second passion, photography, that I decided on instead, at least for the time being. I bought my first camera as a teenager and improvised a dark room in my parents' house. I took hundreds of photos of my family and the community, providing some of the earliest documentation of small-town New England life. In 1906, I moved to Harlem with my dad and brother, working as an elevator operator. However, my musical gifts had increased significantly as a pianist and violinist, which led me to create the Harlem Orchestra. Soon after, I got married and moved back to my hometown where my two children were born. But my son died within a year from pneumonia. In 1915, I again moved, this time to New Jersey, where I became a darkroom assistant. A year later, I returned to Harlem. Just as the Black migration was beginning, I set up the studio and Toussaint Conservatory of Art and Music with my sister, known as Madame E. Toussaint. Continuing my journey, in 1916, I opened the Guarantee Photo Studio on West 125th Street in Harlem. My business boomed during World War I, with my portraits receiving critical acclaim. But during my success, tragedy struck again. My daughter died of appendicitis. She was only 19. During my grief, I photographed her funeral, but I pressed on with my work. I became best known for my portraits of Black New Yorkers. I was a leading figure of the Harlem Renaissance, producing some of the comprehensive documentation of the time period, photographing the lights of Marcus Garvey, Bill Bojangles Robinson, and Joe Louis, to name a few. My final photograph was of the artist John Michael Besquier. I was 96. Afterwards, I was inducted into the International Photography Hall of Fame. My name's James Van Der Zee. What's your Goliath? Change your thinking. Change yourself. Change your world. Defy logic.
Have a story about overcoming a Goliath by changing your thinking, yourself, and your world? We want to hear from you. Let your story motivate others to face their Goliaths and defy logic.